everyone, welcome to Trauma Informed Yoga with Dr. Valerie. I am Dr. Valerie, and today we're going to be going over the posture Seated Pigeon. Seated Pigeon is a great posture to promote calmness and reduce anxiety. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, welcome. So for Seated Pigeon, what we're going to do is we are going to need a chair. So go ahead and get a chair for Seated Pigeon. I'm gonna walk you through going into the posture and talk about the benefits of Seated Pigeon as well. So for Seated Pigeon, we are going to get in a seat in a chair. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our right leg. So I'm gonna walk you through getting into the posture, and while we're in the posture, I'll talk you through the benefits of this great posture. So we'll start with our right leg. So we'll start by lifting our right knee, and then we'll take our right ankle on top of our left leg. So this is Seated Pigeon. You can absolutely stay right here. So this is one option. Another option is to take your right hand, and if you want, you can gently press on your right leg or knee and press it towards the ground. Be careful here. If there's any pain at all, come out of that. An option to do this is just to explore any sensations going on in that right hip. So this is an option. While you're in Seated Pigeon, you do want to promote your breath. Being able to promote a calming breath, a slow breath, while in these gentle hip openers can really help us reduce anxiety and promote calmness in our bodies. What is happening in our bodies during these hip openers is we are really trying to tune in with that parasympathetic system in our body. What happens is when trauma happens in our body, a lot of times our bodies get into this sympathetic route where they are in this fight or flight system. And when we're stuck in that system, we tend to have a lot of anxiety. We're always on alert. So our bodies feel on all the time. When we do postures like this, it signals to our bodies of grounding and safety and calmness, which can switch on that parasympathetic system, which activates rest, digestion, and relaxation, which is good. Both systems are good for our bodies. We want both. Both can be beneficial. But if we're always on, it can feel like a lot. So we do want to promote that rest in our bodies. So postures like this can be really good if we're always on, always in that fight or flight mode, to be able to turn on that rest side of our bodies. So that's why Seated Pigeon can be so helpful for our bodies if we've experienced trauma or anything that really keeps us on alert. So while you're in this posture, I invite you to notice sensations in that right hip. Notice your breath, breathing in and out, staying in calmness, maybe even exploring elongating your breath in this posture. And you can stay in each side as long as you want, and you can do this anytime, anywhere. You don't have to watch this video to do it. This is just an explanation, and then you can go off on your own and do it anytime, anywhere. But I'll walk you through the other side. So when you're done with this side, you can gently lift off your right hand if you've been pushing down, and then you can take your right ankle to the floor, and then we'll do the other side. So lifting your left knee up and taking your left knee over on top of your right leg. And same thing on this side. If you want to explore, you can take your left hand and gently push on that left knee. And breathing here, breathing in and breathing out, noticing sensations in that left hip. Another great thing about these gentle hip openers is we have a psoas muscle that connects our top body with our bottom body. And oftentimes this psoas muscle is chronically on and tight if we've experienced trauma. And gentle hip openers like this can send messages to our psoas of calm and reduce the activation of that muscle, which can help. So if you hear people say, oh, I hold a lot of emotions in my hips, it's often that psoas muscle they're talking about. So this can help that. Again, everybody's different. So as I'm saying these things, maybe it resonates with your body and maybe it doesn't. But just exploring what your body does and what feels good for your body. Again, breathing into this side, noticing sensations, exploring that breath. If there's any pain, backing out of it. There's always an option in this position to take that ankle down your leg. If this is too much in your hip, you can bring that ankle down. Even just crossing at the ankles is okay. So exploring different options of what feels good in your own hips. And what gentle hip opener feels good for you. Again, when you're ready to come out of it, if your hand is pushing on that knee, gently lifting out of it. And then taking that left foot back to the floor. And that is Seated Pigeon. Thank you all for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.